Hello everyone and welcome back to more Pokemon Ecology. I am your host Relic Jones, and today we're going to dive into the depths of Hoenn to look at Sableye. Sableye was the first Pokemon that had the typing of Dark and Ghost, which happened at the time, since we did not discover fairy types, was the only type combination that did not have any weaknesses. So Sableye did not have many natural predators before the discovery of fairy typing. Living deep within caves and only having a diet of gemstones, Sableye has a unique niche in the ecosystem. And that is eating anything that even remotely looks like a gemstone. So let's go ahead and look at all the Pokemon that qualifies as. The first Pokemon that comes to mind is something like Carbink, which we can actually see within New Pokemon Snap. Yes, we can see how Sableye hunt in packs to chase down Carbink, and only until the Carbink is out of sight that they eventually will settle for these apples, possibly even being confused about them, thinking that they're rubies or something. I don't know, but this is absolutely fascinating, and look at that bite pressure right there. Look at that. Easily could tear through stone to go and devour diamonds. Or Starmie, or Staryu. I mean, for crying out loud, I'm pretty sure that Jewel is like their heart or their brain. But another question has arisen. Why does a ghost type need to eat anything to satiate itself? Maybe, possibly. I know a lot of New Age stuff would like to tell you that crystals have energy from the spirit world. Maybe it needs it to stay here in our prime material plane. Or Sableye isn't much of a greed goblin wanting jewels, but he is more of a lich. Yes, and just like liches, they need a phylactery to stay in the plane of the living, and maybe that just happens to be gems. Now, these last ideas are a bit of speculation, but I wonder if Sableye ever adapted to the deep sea, if it would be able to eat stuff like Starmies because of the red jewel, or possibly Clampearl's pearl. This will stay a bit of an unknown until we may find a future regional variant of a Sableye that has adapted to the water. Now, lastly, I propose an experiment that hopefully some other professor will go ahead and follow through with. What if you fed a Sableye exclusively on particular evolutionary stones, maybe a moonstone, if you will, shiny stones or dusk stones? If you fed them exclusively that, would it make it change and evolve into typings associated with said stones? If it was a water stone, maybe it would adapt to the deep sea life. If it was a moonstone, maybe it would go fairy or even normal type, as we've seen those being related to that typing. But I keep proposing these theories to people, but nobody I can find will actually do the hard research on it. Kind of a shocker that even in this vast world of Pokemon ecology and studies, there's so many things that are blatantly ignored. I hope that happens to not be the case in your world, but as for this, will conclude this episode of Pokemon Ecology.